Hello, hello, hello. Hi, how are you? Hi, 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 hi. How are you? I hope you are well. I can't see anybody on, but I know that you shall come by. I know that you shall come by. Yes, I can see one eyeball. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in. We are at 1 o'clock, and as always, I always want to keep time. I don't want to waste your time. I want you to learn and go and do other things, as fast as possible. Yes. So thank you for keeping in touch. Just let me know if you can hear me loud and and if you're watching it as a replay, just write down there and give a comment and just say hashtag right replay and give me a comment. Yes, let me know what you can see. Thank you so much for joining me. And I think we're gonna wait for maybe a few seconds and then we gotta begin. Yes, today we want to talk about puberty preparation. Just a little bit, just a part of it, like an introduction into the whole thing. Yes. And may God bless you so much for being with me. May God bless you for watching, and may God for learning for the sake of your children. Yes, as we help our children grow up to be sober individuals who can be able to make decisions that are very responsible because we have given them guidance when it comes to their sexuality. Yes, I hope you can see me well and of course hear me well. Yes, just go on top of this screen. You will see StreamYard.com. Just click and give StreamYard permission to access your name so that I can be able to see your name when you write for me a comment. Yes, 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 yes. That is what I want to see. That is what I want to see. Okay, so I want to begin. And I want to tell us that my name is Sarah Kivazo, yes, and I'm your host for today. And thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. I don't know why likes excite people. Anyway, so I want to say that my name is Sarah Kivazo, yes, and I'm your host for today. And we're going to talk about puberty preparation for your young ones. And we're not just going to talk about puberty preparation. Thank you, CJ. Yeah, thank you so much. And we're not going to talk about just puberty preparation, just in case your kids are younger, because they're the ones who need to be prepared. But we are also going to include those who are already in their puberty stage. Yes, those who are in teenage or they're in adolescence, getting into teenage, or they're, yes, we're just going to talk about all the children, because we say that this program is a sexuality program where we train parents on how to talk to their children regarding their sexuality from a young age. So we're going to begin with the children in their, the ones who are still a little bit younger and those who are already in their puberty. So we are preparing those who are not yet there to get them, and those who are already there to go in through it smoothly. And I'm going to share some of my slides. I hope today I'll be able to show them. Maybe they'll be able to be seen nicely. Yeah, there's something I've been trying to do, but then it's not coming up. It's not coming up so well. I don't know if you can be able to see the writing clearly, because anytime I try to make it bigger, I can't see myself. Then when I don't see myself, I think you can't see me. But in the real sense, I know you can see me. Technology, but just bear with me. Bear with me for today. Let me remove this banner so that we can be able to interact well. Okay, let me just remove it so that we can be able to interact well and you can see my screen well. Thank you. Thank you. If you can see it well and good. Because I don't want to hide myself. If I hide myself, I will feel funny. But when you can be able to see me, I mean, if I can be able to see myself and you can be able to see the slides, yes, that's better. Though I know there's a way I can be able to just expand the slides and you can be able to see me. Rather, let's do that one. Cindy, we can try that one. All right, all right. We're going just to start, and I'm going to start by letting you know um, just a little bit about my journey. Okay, so let me try this one. Let me try this one for today. If you can't see me, I don't know how I'll be able, because I can't. Once I make the slide bigger, I won't be able to see even the comments. Yes, but I'll work on the comments once I'm done. So let me just go straight to the training, and then I'll work on the comments once I'm done. So yes, I don't know what I'll do, but let's pray to God, and God be on our side, that you'll be able to hear me, and as well as you'll be able to see the slides, and you'll be able to interact after. Okay, yeah. So let me just try and make it bigger. Good. Yes, just like that. Make it bigger. So going on today, we are going to talk about puberty preparations, and we are saying that this is where we are going to talk to our children regarding their sexuality from a young age. This program called My Journey, that is what we do here. And going on swiftly, in this program, we run two programs. Okay, we run the programs for parents, where we train you to do with sexuality issues. We call it the bees and the flowers, where you as a parent is the bee and your child is the flower, and you know the flower needs the bee for pollination, right? Yes, that is where I got the whole thing. So you as a parent need to pollinate, to help your child pollinate and bloom and be a beautiful flower, you know. Yes. And then we have the other program, which is for mentorship classes, and here we mentor teenagers, and we also train mentors. So if you want to become a mentor, yes, we have a class for you. And if you have a teenager who wants to be mentored, we also have a class for you. You can always contact me, and I'll be able to lead you into the program. And then we go on swiftly, and this is what we say. We're talking about sexuality, and when we talk about sexuality, I always say sexuality is not sex, but apparently sexuality is how you feel and enjoy yourself as a male or as a female, or how you feel about your bodies, the way you're dressed up, the way you talk, the way you look, you walk, you sing, you dance, you do your work. All that describes your sexuality, because the way we do all these things describe whether we are male or female. Some people will say, it is a fact that women can multitask, men cannot multitask. That is their sexuality. Okay, so how we think or we feel about boys or girls, and express our sexual feelings, or even how we feel about women and men, and express our sexual feelings. That is in totality what we call what? Sexuality. And this is what I came to realize, that actually when we don't get it right when it comes to sexuality, all this aspect of our life is affected. Yes, it is affected when you don't get it right when it comes. So sexuality is a very big aspect of someone's life, because if you are affected in your sexual life, there is a high possibility your spiritual life will be affected, your psychological life will be affected, your social life will be affected, your academic life will be affected, your physical life will be affected. So but you can miss it academic wise. You can miss it academic wise and make it sexually. It's very possible, and you can still make it in the other things. But when you miss it when it comes to your sexual life, it is very possible that all these other aspects of your life, you will also miss it. You will definitely miss it. So today we are talking about puberty preparation, and I wanted just to define what is puberty for those of us who forgot our home science classes. So puberty is actually when a child's body matures into an adult body, all right? And also it is when this body is capable of reproduction, and when puberty processes are taking place, hormones are, they're raging. They want issues, they want things, they're misbehaving, pimples all over, and what feelings, mood swings, hormones are taking place, okay, during puberty. And during puberty begins from the age of 9. Others can even begin at 8, or as early as 8. Others can go as late as 14. Okay, it's when they begin. And it ranges. It's very personal, it's very individual, it's very individualistic. And that is one aspect that you should be able to tell, or let your child realize that these things are very personal and they should not compare themselves with other people, because it is very individual. The way your body is transforming, it's very personal aspect of your life. And this is something I got on Facebook, and I was very amazed and thrilled. Nameless. Yes, or those days when we were growing up, he used to affect us in one way or another, when we were teenagers and all that. And now he's a father, and he's a father of girls. And imagine what he had to say about this whole thing. And I thought, this is so amazing. Even I couldn't crop anything, just the way I got it on Facebook is the way I just brought it up here, so that you can see that actually, it is important. This is what he wants for his child. And I know all of us as parents would want this for our children, that they be positive about their sexuality. It's not something to be scared about. It's not something to be, to feel negative about, but rather you want them to grow up seeing sexuality as a positive part of life. All right. You want them to feel confident and smart. You want them to trust you and confide in you, and you want them to have a better experience when it comes to their sexuality, more than you did. And I normally say, when puberty strike in is when fatherhood begins. A real father becomes that good father during puberty. I say that when a child reaches puberty is when parenting as a father is measured. We measure your fatherhood when puberty strikes, because that is when the girl needs so much of affirmation from you as the first man in his life and as a role model. And that is when your son needs your mentorship. He needs you to be a role model. That is when fathers are needed most. I don't know why we think moms are the ones who are needed most at that time. I think fathers are the ones who are needed most at this time. And it is important for fathers to brace up themselves, especially at this time of the life of their girls or of their sons, because when your child gets to teenagehood, believe me, that is where they cease to be babies. Mommy take them as babies so much, and now they want to see the man in you as a father, the fatherhood in you coming out so strongly for them. All right. So definitely that is what you want for your baby. You want them to grow up to be positive people. You want them to grow up to be confident and smart. You want them to trust and confide in you. And you want them to experience the sexuality in a better way than you ever did. So, what if we don't prepare our children for this puberty? Yes. And I know here you can see yourself clearly. Here you can see yourself clearly what used to happen to you. There was so much secret. You had so many things to hide. Shame and confusion. You even don't know if these things are appearing in the right place, or they are confused also. You're not sure if those hairs are appearing in the right place. Have they forgotten that it's supposed to be on their head and went to other places? There's that confusion. There's shame. You don't know whether you want to hide your bust, or you want to, you don't know. It's just shameful when they start popping out and all that, and there's secrets, and that is the time that now you turn to peers and porn, and now that you have internet, I mean, everything is there. So when you fail to prepare your child for puberty, believe me, they will just experience that same thing you experienced that time. Okay. And we are saying that if you did not begin it when they were still young and they're already in their puberty stage, it's not too late. You can still get on things, because the things they're hiding from you, the things they're feeling confused about, and you just need to get into their world and understand what is happening inside there. So another thing is sexual abuse. It is very easy for someone to go through sexual abuse. I remember these days, those days when I don't know, it's still happening even today, when there's this lack of sanitary towel. And then, a man will just come and tell you, if you don't want to experience these cramps and pain and experience this period, because period was just a shameful thing. Maybe you don't have those sanitary towel. Maybe you are experiencing all those pain. And then this person who is coming in form of somebody you love so much, or I mean, somebody who pretends they love you so much, you just say, you know what, when you have sex with you, and then this whole thing will go. And definitely it will go because you'll get pregnant. So when you're pregnant, definitely there's no period and there's no those cramps. So there's a high possibility of someone going through sexual abuse. Okay, so or maybe you're told, oh, when a man touches your breast is when they become large. I don't know if you had those myths. Yes, and this is sexual abuse. But you see, if you don't prepare your child for all these things, they can go through sexual abuse and molestation. And another thing is there's lack of connections. So you won't be able to connect with them because right now they are feeling they're big, they're feeling they are old enough, they're feeling that they don't want you to know a lot of things about them, so they're disconnecting with you. So you find that you don't have connection with your child. So if you don't prepare them, imagine these are the things they will go through, the things that you went through and the things that you don't want them to go through. So you need to take your part as a parent and prepare your child for that very, very sensitive aspect of their life. So what are the do's and what are the don'ts when you want to prepare your child for puberty? You need to mind your language, okay? Mind your language and mind the age of the child. We say that puberty preparation begins at 9 years going onwards, even some at 8 going onwards. So when this child is maybe young, maybe at 8 years, or you cannot use as big words or big words. You cannot start talking about contraceptives to them like you'd talk to a child who is 17 or 16 years going onwards. So at this time, you have to mind your language, know what to say by when, know how to maybe connect with them in terms of language, and also look at their age, know what they need at that time. Okay. And again, during puberty, you need to initiate conversation, because when these things begin, remember, they're very shameful. Some of them are very shameful and confusing, so they will not talk, they will not talk. And especially if they get into puberty, they will not talk about so many of these things. And you're thinking, oh, this guy, or this girl, she's catching up with her puberty so well, or maybe she's conducting herself so well. But in the real sense, they have so many questions, they have so many things they need to understand, but they are ashamed to ask. So you need to find a way to initiate conversations. And those are things that I've taught you in this program. You can always go back to our YouTube channel and you'll get all those videos there. Another thing is that you need to give them facts and you need to give them values. All right. So when you're giving them facts and values, know that this is you don't want to create those myths around their sexual life or around their puberty life. You want to give them straight on. Okay. And when you're giving them facts, like for example, if you want to talk to them, let's say about abortion, okay, give them the true facts, what abortion is all about, how does it come to a point that someone wants to procure an abortion. So when you give them those facts and then you give them your values, like, as according to me, this is what I feel about abortion. Okay. So, and you give them an opportunity also to express their own values about the whole deal, but give them facts and give them the right values. Those are things that they will not get from internet, and they're things they won't get from friends. Okay, so give them facts and values. Another thing is that you need to pay attention to them. Okay, you need to pay attention to them. This means that when they come and ask you something, please just drop whatever you're doing and listen to them. I remember the other day, my girl came and asked me, she just asked, mom, why, how comes one of my breasts is larger than the other? And I was cooking, and I think I just switched off the gas and I sat down, because number one, I'm like, my goodness, where is this one coming from? I'm telling you, as much as we are experts in these things, sometimes even when it's not still so easy, some of these things take you aback. You're like, I mean, this thing you should just know, but you want to be there for them and you want to give them the proper answers. So you give them that attention, pay that attention. All right, pay attention to them. Another thing is that be open and welcoming. Okay, open. Just be open and welcoming. Welcome the questions they're asking you. Be open to them. Don't hide things to them. Allow them to understand what is going on. Allow them to understand what they should expect in future. Just be open, be welcoming, be soft, be very calm with them. Sometimes they can behave in a way that is not so good. Okay. And that brings us to the next point, like maybe they have attraction to the opposite sex and you're feeling like, I don't like this relationship. When that comes, you need to be very calm. And I think in one of my videos, I taught you how to be calm in such circumstances. You need to be very calm with them, because when you rant at them or when you shout at them, they will definitely realize this guy or this mom, she cannot take up my things, she cannot handle my issues. So they will hide from you. They will hide issues from you. They'll start, doing their things on their own. So learn how to be calm. Then get to know the myths and the jokes around them. Ask them about them. Ask them the myths and the jokes. Just ask them. Those myths that we used to hear when we were in teenage. Like, when I don't know where you people grew up, but me, me, I used to hear all sorts of things. Like, I was told that if I don't want the pubic hairs, or the hair growing under my arms, I can just rub an egg and then they will disappear. Anyway, I don't know what you guys had, but their jokes and their myths they are creating even in their own circle. So ask them, what are the jokes you people are talking about? What are hearing about the pimples and the menstruation and everything and the erections? Ask them, what are the myths and the jokes around those, around the puberty time. All right. Another thing that you need to do is give them affirmation, and this is very key to boys, to girls. Give them affirmation, because this is the time they are sensitive about everything. Imagine, for the past 10 or like 11 years, they've been having that, those kind of eyes. But now when puberty strikes is when they notice, oh my goodness, my eyes are big, or they're small, or they're like this, or they're like that. That is the time they are noticing, oh, I am even, I am so thin, or I am so tall, or I am so short. So that is the time you need to affirm them, that they are okay, they are fine, they are fearfully and wonderfully made. You need to affirm them all the time, all the time. Remember, that is the time when even their skin complexion is coming out so well. So you need to affirm them and let them realize that, you know what, they're just fine the way they are. Another aspect is give them space. Okay, don't be so nosy. Don't try to be so nosy. Yes, you give them space, and at the same time, don't lock yourself out. Don't lock yourself out. So what are you doing at that time? I don't know if you can still hear me and see me. Yes, if you can. lost me. Yes, I am not really sure at what point you lose me, but I hope that you got something. Okay, if you didn't, I'm going to do a recording again. I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. You can always get it. But as I've said, that tomorrow I'm going to help you prepare a puberty pack for your kid. If at all they are beyond, maybe they are in their puberty level already, and there's some things that you're not sure how to talk about them. So tomorrow I'm going to help you prepare a puberty kit, and help them talk, even if it is about contraceptives, if it is about masturbation. I'm going to help you talk about them tomorrow, so that we are going to prepare a kit for the girls tomorrow on Wednesday, and then for the boys on Thursday. So you can't miss it. You can't miss it, because I have nice goodies for you to learn from. So I'm going to end it from there. I'm going to end it from there. Honestly, I'm not sure at what point I lost you, but I'm going to watch the video again. And if at all there is any part that I missed, I am going to do a recording, and then I can post it on my YouTube channel. You can get it there anytime. So I have given you the do's and the don'ts. I hope you got them, and I have given you the effect that it has on you, on your child, if you don't talk to them regarding their sexuality. So that's it from me today. Tomorrow we shall do more. Tomorrow we shall do more on the girls talk. How do we talk to girls regarding their sexuality from a young age? So thank you very much. May God bless you, and have a good afternoon. Bye bye.